Hey people, it's me, Sketchy Joe, the nerdy person y'all know and love. It's 2 a.m. and I'm tired. Also, I broke my camera stand, so that's why I'm using my hands. So I apologize for any future shaky content. Also, I've been having some technical difficulties because you can only use your phone for so long because there's only so much storage on there, and you do your best to save up space. But it gets to you eventually. So if I disappear, that's why. But I'll come back eventually, bigger, stronger, hopefully with more memory. But I finished my sketchbook in Florida, on my trip to Florida. I was gonna finish it before my trip, but you know, that didn't happen. But you know, I finished it anyway. And this also might be a 2-part video because this is a pretty chonky sketchbook, and this isn't my first take on the sketchbook, and it's been a while. So we're gonna stop at this little bookmark thingy. But anyway, enough with that. Now let's get into this. Well, bammo, intro. You know, just contact info, goals I've had. I say I've succeeded in most of my goals, I guess. I started it on October 2nd, 2020. You know, I got that little bleb, that little machine to introduce you to the sketchbook. First page is like a pumpkin guy. My friend gave me a word, and I decided to like make a character based off that, or just draw whatever was on my mind when they said that word. And I was thinking about like all pumpkins and, you know, ghost pumpkins and Minecraft pumpkins, and I came up with this guy because, you know, spooky month, a trash bag costume. Here's Ruby's scribble page, I guess. I don't know. I cared more about what it looks like here, but scribble page is where you just like make a character design and you just don't care about being messy. This is the sketchbook. Who says it has to look nice? But basically the campaign that Ruby was in, that I had to redesign her character from what it originally was because it was like a more tribal theme setting, whatever. So I ended up like doing a blanket so she can like go all incognito and stuff. And I really like it. I came up with a bunch of ideas, you know, and I really like I like the blanket. Here's someone not for D&D, but for a play that I did at my school. It's like, it was a Zoom play. Like, we did a play over Zoom. And it was really cool. It was called Bad Auditions. I forgot what the website was called, but if you find it, let me know. I played Kellen, McDonough. And I don't know, this is just how I envisioned them in my head. I look nothing like that, but you know, this is my friend Aiden. He reads a lot, so I decided to exploit that character trait about him. You know, I give myself an army. This is what happens when you try to draw something from memory. All I remembered was like the dog mask head thing. I don't even know if it was a mask, and then like a blue blob of his body, and I kind of gave up, so I kind of just finished the blob, and now he's like a blue potato dog. So Ruby died in her campaign, and then she got reincarnated, which means like her soul was put into another body. So I failed at redesigning her character. This is another boyo that I played for a theater thing. It was just an assignment, like a monologue assignment, and my theater teacher, let's call her Auntie M, gave us like a questionnaire sheet for the characters that we were acting as. You know, and I decided to get a little artsy with mine. Again, I look nothing like that. I don't get that tan, as you can see. I was in Florida for like a week, and I don't tan at all. I only burn. Alright, so in Kaylin's campaign, there was like a 6-month time skip, you know, and since she's young, she grew. Stuff probably changed, so I gave her like a little redesign, and I really like it. This is her older brother's jacket that he wore, and I thought that was really fitting for her, you know. And I gave Sophie her jacket, and then she can wear her brother's jacket. And I gave Sophie a little redesign too. Here's a scribble page because I wasn't able to draw as often as I wanted to because online school was hard for me, at least. So, you know, I had to like de-stress scribble, and I also got Posca pens for the first time, and I only got 3 colors. Like red, blue, and black, because I wanted to like experiment and stuff with them before I like invested in the art supplies, I guess. So whenever I practice expressions, I can never draw a happy face that doesn't look creepy. I don't know why. I'm working on it. Like, I can draw like a face and it's happy, but like just a happy face like on its own. Like when I try to make a happy face, it just doesn't work. Like an overjoyed face. Also, whenever I like practice something like this, I get bored. Like I got like really into it with the angry faces. As you can see, I really like that face. It's a good face. And then I tried with the happy faces, and then I kind of got bored, and I really want to make that a sticker. That's actually kind of cool. This is a game I played with my niece where we both describe a character to each other, and then we draw it and then show each other afterwards. And this little guy over here, her name is Peanut. She's my first sleep paralysis demon when I was a wee child, and I don't know why, but I used to think that she was like super scary. Because, I mean, when you're a kid and you experience sleep paralysis, this is kind of scary. And the first thing you see, you just associate it with scared. But, you know, as I got older, like, she's in every sleep paralysis dream I have. I guess you could call her, like, the host or something, if you want. But, you know, she doesn't talk a lot, you know. She's just... I'm not afraid of her, really, but she's still there. And I'm like, I know what's about to happen. Alright, here's I decided to not, like, do the body. Like, I decided to do just the clothes when designing this character for Chronicles of the Darkness, if y'all know what that is. He's, like, a homeless demon boy, so I just, like, did, like, raggedy clothes that people wouldn't normally wear out in public. And then when I finished his design, I ended up with this. And I really like the hair and the skin color scheme. I don't know why I did the leggings like that, but his name is Sean Angst. If anybody knows what Chronicles of the Darkness is, it's like an edgy, angsty, emo version of D&D, and it's really fun. My 4-year-old nephew got a hold of my sketchbook and he started scribbling in it, and I thought it was really cute, so I didn't stop him. And he said, like under here, like this part, I think he said, is me, and I thought that was really cute. And he scribbled on another page and it fell out, but I taped it back because I didn't want to lose it. Me and my niece played that character game again. And I started, during campaigns and stuff, I started doodling, like, what's going on in a campaign. Like, this is just how I imagine other people's characters. And then that's my character and someone else's character, you know, and all that stuff like that. Short person gives tall person their robe. That's what happened. And we were laughing about it for hours, man. Same thing over here. Just stuff that's happened during the campaign. And over here is, I know this is really funny. So this guy, Ben, he, his character called a helicopter, that didn't have any windows, had like a little camera in front so that I can see. And, he called a helicopter to ambush the party that we were at so that we could get the bad guy. And, he sent a picture to the DM, and, and he says the bad guy breaks through the window. And he tells him that there's no windows and sends him a picture. And then he looks at the picture and he's like, he breaks through the window anyway. And I thought that was funny. Like, what I saw in my head is just this guy just slamming. Like, yeah, that's what I saw in my head. D&D is a fun game. Y'all should try it. This surprisingly was not an art class assignment. It was a business class assignment. We had to, like, merge 2 animals together and then, like, sell it, I guess. Like, convincing people, like, hey, this is why you should purchase this animal. I tried to do that with the dragon cat, but, you know, I kind of got bored. So I kind of just forgot what a rose looked like. I don't know why I tried drawing one. But, you know, then I eventually, like, followed a tutorial on how to draw a rose, and of course I kind of stopped at the line art. Like, they continued with, like, all the shading and stuff, but, you know, I kind of just, like, went for it after that. And this is actually supposed to be a tattoo design for a person I work with, but they didn't give me any further details. So, you know, I mean, I had fun drawing the rose. And here's a finale page, I guess, for Kaylin's character when the campaign ended, and I just, like, drew a bunch of memories and, like, cool poses and stuff that, you know, just says Kaylin. You know, like, the time she got caught in an ice spike, the time that she rode Azazel into battle, the time we had a beach episode. And this is her throne in the Zol clans. And there's little Sophie. And I did do a speed draw of it, and I was gonna make a video out of it, but, you know, that didn't, kind of scrapped that idea. Focus. Hello? Thank you. Here's some heads. I like that head. These are cool. It's just a box. You know, I was just doodling this one day. Claudia's, this is another D&D character. of mine, and I really like, I don't know, I just liked that doodle. Here's an image from the Chronicles of the Darkness campaign. So Sean, he just like walks into a strip club with the party. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He was just bored, and the short person earlier, he wanted him to come along, so he sent him a picture that he's missing out and stuff. And I wrote what I like and what I disliked about the photo, like the background. I don't like the background, and the anatomy could be like a little more accurate. Whenever I write down things I like, I always say like the idea, because I'm always gonna like the idea, you know what I mean? And here's Marty's baby pictures, like him, like this is his scribble page basically. You know, his family tree. He is Kaylin's great grandson, but he's technically like blood related to Sophie, but Kaylin adopted Sophie, so whatever. No, and I was really debating on like the purple shirt, white pants, and the white pants, purple shirt for like a long time, because they both look good. I like their colors. I don't know what I was doing over here with the blue and the green and the whatever. I just liked this better, and I'm really glad I drew his character more, because in the first design he's a little squished. You know, people thought he was a halfling, which is like just a short person basically. Here's a rough draft of Philip's character. I kind of came up with him pretty quick. It's just that he had to hide his horns and his ears, like just the fact that he was a tiefling. So I was like trying to come up with ideas to like hide that, and then I saw a picture of like this hat. I'm like, oh my god, I love that hat so much. It's such a cute hat. These are some warm-up drawings we did for my art class, and I really like this. I really liked doing this a lot. I liked doing the highlighty bits. That was fun to do. I want to do more stuff like that. Here's the Van Gogh letter assignment. If anybody wants to cheat, if you get caught cheating, don't blame me. Blame yourself for getting caught. There's a thing about drawing a group of characters that aren't your own, is that you have to like get a bunch of information so that you can draw them accurately. But you know, I still have fun doing it. I like doing these little like Polaroid photos, I guess you could say. And you know, I gave myself options, like you got the high school photo or something that looks more interesting, and I landed on this one where you can like see everybody's face and stuff. And you know, this is what the final thing looked like. Their names. This is Summer. That's Garrett. That's Helios. That's Isis. That's Azazel. Kaylin. Sophie, Cendric, and Shio. And then that's our DM, the Mortal 8.5. I drew this for the end of the campaign. These are all the surviving characters. Kaylin lasted the longest. She made it from the first session to the last session. We were all very surprised, because she's a child. Children are weak and fragile and should not be fighting dragons, but I say nay. I like doing about the artists things, because, you know, just gives everybody refreshers, like, hey, this me, you know, and I think they're fun also. Yeah, here's more warm-up drawings. By the way, we do warm-up drawings, like, at the beginning of class every day, but sometimes I like to get distracted, and, you know, I just save them for later. Like, I'm just gonna do them all, like, now, before they're due. Here's Philip's family. This is Philip, like, horns out, tails out. And this is his son, like getting old. That's his wife. And then at the time, he has a kid. He knows about the kid, but he hasn't met him yet. So, you know, this is just rough draft ideas for the other kid. Oh, and I really like this picture of Kaylin, by the way. It just started out as like a little doodle, and then I started shading it more, and it started like looking more like three-dimensional, I guess. I don't know. I just really like it. And then to finally decide on white shirt, purple pants, or purple pants, white shirt, I did this Dragon Ball thing, and I think it's really cool. And you know, purple shirt and white pants ended up winning, but this is what gave me the idea for like him having a twin brother. You know what I mean? Here's more warm-up drawings. Here's the line assignment, and most of these do make sense, but I kind of got confused on some of them. Like, what does overlapping lines mean? And this just looks like Morse code. And then for the other part of the assignment, we had to make up our own lines. And I didn't really know if neon lights even count as a line. Like, that's not even a line, that's a dot. And this, I just used my left hand and I just, like, scribbled. But, you know, I got the points, so I'm not complaining. Here's more warm-up drawings. I really like that turtle, by the way. And here's Philip's daughter from earlier, and I love her purple squishy thing. I wanted to draw like a stuffed animal or a teddy bear or something, but I didn't want to like make it too complicated. So I just drew like a purple squishy guy. You know, I didn't like this assignment that much really, because I wanted to do different colors. Because like no, the assignment is that you do 100 hard shapes with cool colors, and then the other part was that you do the same thing but with soft shapes and warm colors. And then the third part of the assignment is that you just do a mix of all that. And I wanted to do cool colors with soft colors because I think that would just look more relaxing. Also, this is my first attempt at a tabaxi or a fursona, not like my fursona, but a fursona. Like, yeah. Do they have knees? Are these knees? Do those count as knees? I don't know. This is a D&D character I was gonna end up using, but the campaign never started. So, I mean, he looks cool, little cat boy. You're gonna see a cat boy later in the sketchbook. Wait, I don't need to turn it. I just need to flip it. And so after the campaign ended, I decided to write Kaylin's backstory, which is something you normally write before the campaign even starts. But a backstory is like something that's happening prior to the campaign. Like, why are they here now? And as I was thinking about stuff, I like had comic ideas, and I just like started sending them to my DM like at 2 in the morning. You know, I think it's fun to just like step back and think about your character, like even if it's for like a comic or a D&D party or an animated series, like whatever. Just it's fun to like think about their past. This is Kaylin's mama and her papa. I don't know why, but I drew him like way more chonky in like the second in this one than the first one. I honestly like the first one better, but whatever. Here's more warm-up drawings. I really like this pipe. Oh wait, never mind, it's not a pipe. I really like this, not a pipe. So my friend Haley plays my twin brother. His name is Aaron, and I knew he wanted to be a genie character, and and he wanted genie pants, so I just default gave him genie pants, but I didn't know what he wanted for like everything else, so I kind of gave him options, you know, like a cutout doll. You know, he ended up going with the ponytail, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Here's a shading assignment. Did that with green because green is cool. And here's a void sona. I found it on Instagram. I don't know who it's from, but it's like a persona that you do of yourself, where it's like kinda your mental state, but like imagine your brain feeling numb, and imagine what you look like inside your brain when your brain feels numb. And it's like it's kind of like the vibes that, I don't know, it's basically a persona based off feeling, like what you're feeling, I guess. And I kind of like, I really like the scribbles. And I really like the scribbles and the dust like emitting off the character, and you could probably do more research, and he could probably tell you more about it than I can. This was really, really satisfying to do, because A, I like the color green. 2, it was just a very, very satisfying thing to do. And see, it just looks nice. I was very proud when I was like shading the last triangle. And I think there's 100 triangles on here. I think that was the assignment. It was like the mono shading assignment, and you could use. He showed us to do it with regular pencil, but I'm like, mono, the one color. I'm gonna do green. Here's the. Oh, my legs are falling asleep. Here's my first video, basically. I watched my first video again recently to see if I don't know, just to see if I've gotten better, I guess. I've only had this channel for about 3 months, and, you know, it's not doing the best, but actually I don't think it could be doing a lot worse either. But, I don't know, the standards I set for myself are pretty low, because, you know, I'm not that confident, but whatever. You know, the only thing I got accurate is that, it's an epic train wreck so far. Hopefully it won't be. I do want to do animation eventually. But I don't have a drawing tablet yet. I'm saving up for it right now because I'm poor, and I do want to do D&D and Pokemon stuff. And the thing about D&D is that me and my friends, we play for 4 hours, and I don't think anybody wants to animate 4 hours of stuff, even if it's like edited down to like 2 hours. I don't think this is gonna happen. But yeah, if, like, for D&D stuff like that, I was gonna, like, animate, like, just funny moments and clips and, like, maybe episodes. If I could possibly, like, shorten that down to, like, just dialogue between the characters, not us just bantering around, like, about our characters and stuff. Like, I think that would be cool. And I wanted to make my own animated series in the future, like, with my own characters. And it's kind of D&D themed, but I have my own story and my own plot. It's, you know, it's as if I'm writing my own comic or whatever. But, you know, I'm just gonna stick with what I'm doing right now, and I hope y'all can stick with me. The very, 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 very few of you. This is the Leaf Gang. I liked this assignment. In my art class, sometimes we go on walks in the morning, and on a walk he told us to pick up some leaves so we could draw them for our next assignment. And you got the Leaf Boys, the Leaf Gang. First you got Tabitha, he's the big dog. And you got Calvin, he's the littler dog. Then you got Wonka, he's just there. Nobody knows what he does, but he's just there. You know what? I actually showed my friend my sketchbook, and I told him that I drew these leaves, and he thought I drew these too. And he's like, "Whoa, that's so really." Oh wait, that's an actual leaf, and he touched it. And I don't know. I just thought that was really funny. Here's an unfinished comic of my childhood. I probably will never finish. This is what happened in the first session of Marty's campaign. Yeah, they got tattoos, but like the boss bros didn't really do anything. I made up this character, or this NPC named Lily, that Marty has the hots for, and he has like a love letter that he wrote to her, and and he went to go deliver it to her into her house, and her door was locked, and so he went through the window, and I don't know why I did that. I still don't know why, but he went through the window of her house and then like went to what he assumed was her room, because her dad was coming and he had to hide, so he ducked into the room, and she was in there. It was really embarrassing. Like, she didn't even know who he was. It was that kind of situation. Alright, then we got, this is where we're ending the video. Alright, and this is where I wanted to end it, because after this it's just, you know, other stuff. This is a very, very chunky sketchbook. My other sketchbook is smaller. This is the doodling every Pokemon from Red and Blue from memory. I don't mean to brag, but I doodle a lot. You know, while I was making this, I was thinking, like, man, I need to draw smaller, and like so I can have space for all the other ones. And then I like got down to here, and I looked at how many I had left, and I was like, man, I have a lot of space left. I could put a title. I didn't do the second generation in this sketchbook because I kind of just forgot. So I'm gonna have to do it in my next one, and that's probably gonna be more than one spread. This is what my fourth sketchbook looks like so far. If you want a sneak peek, I'm not gonna show you any inside. That's secret. Well, I mean, I am, but, like, you won't finally get to see the first page. Like, you get a little blep guy. That's it. That's all you get to see. I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyway, that's it for this first half of the sketchbook tour. We're basically halfway through it. Yeah, we're basically halfway through it. But yeah, if I disappear for a little bit, I'm just having technical difficulties with my phone. I need to invest in a camera soon, so I can, like, actually, like, not have no memory. Because it was so frustrating. The first time I recorded it, it just refused to get downloaded into my editing app. And he's like, oh, there's something wrong with this one clip, which is basically half the video. I don't know, it's just irritating. I'm just figuring it out, you know. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing still. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's probably why I'm failing. But, you know, I'll get it. Anyway, I hope y'all have been having a better day than you've been having. And I'll see y'all in the next half. Bye. Wow, look at that. I made an end card like a normal person. Anyway, my Instagram is Nerdy Art Cookie if y'all are interested in looking at more art I've done. So, bye.